Hi guys, this is Ashwin, and today what we will be seeing is SuiVerify and what is SuiVerify and why we need SuiVerify on SUI. So SuiVerify is basically an DAD infrastructure building on SUI. So what we are trying to accomplish and what is our Q1 progress and why we need SuiVerify in the current market. Let's get started. So, what is the exact problem in this current market? So, we know the centralized KYC services are broken, right? So, you as a user, we provide the data and they do some verification, and which is not verifiable, obviously. And also, we don't know what exactly happens with our data off chain. That is something that is also another thing. So, we know a recent hack happened in this year, early this year, so with regards to Coinbase and their user data getting leaked via a KYC service which they were partnered with. So it is something we know the exact flow what happened with regards to that. Okay, so why we are tending to centralized KYC services and why not a decentralized identity infrastructure. So yeah, that is the exact problem that we are facing. And also something right, like we go to multiple protocols, do multiple KYCs, and then we are just giving our data voluntarily to multiple protocols, right? So we don't want that to happen as well. It would be great to have one ID and that exact ID verifiable to different protocols building on same L1. So that is something we dreamt of, and that is another one problem that we want to overcome with SuiVerify. And third one being said that we can have a decentralized infrastructure building on SUI or any L1, or we can do that. But the whole point of building it is like it should be compliant with government entities or whatever verified entities, right? So whatever DAD that the infrastructure is providing, it should be verifiable, and also something it should be understandable by the government as well, whatever progress that we are doing, whatever process that we are doing. Not something like building a DAD infra, and it shouldn't be something like not complaints with the government and not usable, right? Not exactly usable by anyone. That shouldn't be the case. So we are here to solve that exact these problems, and this is what SuiVerify is all about. We are solving these problems and how we are solving it. So let's see how we are solving this. So yeah, what powers SuiVerify under the hood? So SuiVerify is built on SuiStack. So how we are using SuiStack? So SuiStack, we are utilizing SuiStack basically. So let's take an example. You are an user coming into our infrastructure, and you get a single DID from us, and you use that single DID to verify yourself in different protocols building on SUI. So that is our whole motto. And how we are making it verifiable, we use Nautilus under the hood for off-chain verifiable layer. We use Nautilus as off-chain verifiable layer, and off-chain computation layer basically. And Seal is our encryption layer for our project, and Walrus is basically the storage layer. And let's get into SuiVerify SDK in a bit later. Okay, so how we use Nautilus, how we use Seal, Walrus. So yeah, Nautilus is something like we do a verifiable computation off chain for a document that you provide. For exactly, say you want to get an 18 plus DID from SuiVerify, and you want to it to be verified by different protocols building on SUI, right? So that is the whole point of SuiVerify. So how we are doing it? We are doing a verifiable computation off chain and have the enclave details stored on chain. Then later on, we retrieve them during the verification process. Later on, it is something that exact process is handled by the protocol. How they are handling it, we provide a SuiVerify SDK to them to exactly verify the DIDs, right? So that is something we do that. And Seal is basically an encryption layer, and Walrus is the storage layer. Why we need that exactly? So whatever document that you are providing, we are making sure that it should be secure and as well as controlled by yourself, and also the verifiable entities, like verified entities, right? So something like if a government wants to verify the exact DID that SuiVerify provides to you, then it should be verified, right? It should be verified by the government itself, and also some other entities that you wanted to give control to that exact entities to verify your DID, so that you can enter their protocols or do whatever things that you wanted to do with your DID, right? So it should be something like a flexible control and as well as a secure control, controlled by yourself, and as well as the exact it shouldn't be like totally what to say here is like it should be controlled by yourself and also compliance with the government, right? So everyone is under the government, and we need to also make sure that the exact DID that we provide to you is verified by government also. So that is why we store the data in Walrus in an encrypted fashion, and it can be decrypted only by the government entities and the entities that the user allows and the user himself. So not by us, and we can't use our data in any fashion. And how we are making sure that it is transparent is we are using Nautilus in the as an off-chain verifiable layer and computation layer, right? So everything is transparent under the hood. So yeah, this is all about SuiVerify and its tech, and how we are accomplishing this exact infrastructure that we are talking about. So next up we will be getting into the exact flow, exact entities involved. Like say these are our entities involved. Like issuer is going to be the SuiVerify, and verifier is going to be in different cases, right? It can be a protocol, it can be a government. So it is something two branch, like government and a protocol. So those two entities is going to be verifiers, and how they are going to verify, we are going to see multiple entities getting involved, and in using SuiVerify, and how they are going to verify the DIDs, and also how SuiVerify is going to provide DID to the exact user end. And yeah, let's get started with that. So this is going to be entity flows actually. So first entity that we will be covering is how exactly a user is going to receive a DID from SuiVerify, and how it's going to be verifiable. We'll be talking along the road, and also how exactly the next entity would be how a protocol is going to verify, and the exact payment modules that we'll be covering from protocol, and for the sustainability of SuiVerify, and as well as exactly then later on government government entity flow, or verified entities flow, how it's going to be. Yeah, that's what we will be covering in this exact video. And this is the exact tech stack that we are using. We are using SuiStack, and yeah, let's get into it. So we are having every routes as protected routes to make sure that we cover multiple quarters, and then release the version to users. Yeah, I'm just connecting my wallet here. So every user will be coming up to the dashboard, and then it's the initial MEP that we have with regards to the front end, and with regards to the infrastructure, we have covered every SUI components that we will be seeing in action right now. And I'm just going to use a wallet that I'm not that I have already that I didn't already tested. So this is the exact dashboard that we are talking about, and the user is going to have multiple access to multiple DIDs. So every DIDs is going to have a separate flow in the Nautilus, and for verification, and also off-chain attestation, in on-chain attestation that we will be talking about, that we'll be looking into as well. So every DID is going to have a separate verification and attestations on chain, so that we make it verifiable for the exact protocols involved, government entities, or any verified entities involved. So yeah. So I'm just uploading my Aadhaar here. So it under the hood we are making computation off chain. We are verifying whether this exact doc remains intact to the exact repository governed by the government, and yeah, whatever process that we wanted to do off chain, like we wanted to verify the exact ID, right? So yeah. So also we need to make sure that that is the exact user handling the document, right? And yeah, this is the exact flow that we'll be covering. It's a familiar user interface and familiar centralized KYC process that we talk about, but the infrastructure is decentralized. We are utilizing SUI's full stack and making it decentralized. So after the verification happens, then we are making sure that we are encrypting the document and storing it in Walrus for further entities getting involved here, and decrypting those and verifying the exact DID that we are providing to the this exact user, right? Yeah. So this is the exact blob ID as well. It is an encrypted blob, so even if you try to access through Walrus CLI, we only see the encrypted bytes. So it can be only decrypted by the entities which user allows, and as well as the entities like the verified entities like government, first of all government, and then later on whatever entities that the user allows to access it. So using seal we are making sure it is seamless. Seamless and secure, and this is the exact icon. These are something like for MVP purpose we are just having some random exact icon. So but this is the exact important metadata that we have it attached to the exact NFT that we are seeing here. It's a soulbound NFT, non-transferable, and we are just having blob ID stored, and description, and what is the DID type. So we assign each types of DID to exact U8, and expiry epoch, and just minted at, and this is the exact few more details that we need for off-chain for on-chain verifiability for protocol entities involved here. So at which exact timestamp that the signature is attached to this exact NFT. So like at which exact time this exact DID is verified off chain. So we want to attach those details here to make sure that this is a verifiable DID for exactly protocols involved here. We use SuiVerify SDK to make sure that we verify the exact DID that we provide to a user, and that exact DID can be verified by the protocols. And yeah, later on we have some more progress that we'll be showing to you guys right now. So this is the exact object ID, and this is the owner's address, and yeah, let's just jump into the next flow. So this is how a user is going to get his NFT and soulbound NFT. So after he gets, he can just this is something like this simple dashboard that we are looking into. It is we'll be upgrading it in the coming up quarters. So yeah, this is the exact user flow, how SuiVerify provides a user a DID to a user, and now we'll be seeing how that exact user is going to provide that DID to other protocols and get verified, and can access the protocols which is building on Sui. So that is the exact flow that we'll be seeing. Next up we'll be seeing the verified entities, how the exact documents can be verified. Yeah, let's jump into it. So next up we are seeing exactly how the protocol is going to make sure that the exact DID that we have provided to the user. Say I've provided this exact 18 plus DID to this exact user 0xF2, and 0xF2 wants to access a protocol which is building on SUI called SuiFlix for example. Okay, so it is something, this exact protocol only allows 18 plus users getting onboarded into SuiFlix. Okay, so how exactly this flow is going to happen? If it is a traditional flow, it's going to have a centralized KYC services integrated to SuiFlix, and SuiFlix makes sure that he is 18 plus, right? So but we know the downside of it, and how we are going to manage to do the same process but also in a different fashion, like different fashion in the sense you use a single identity to make sure that you are 18 plus and you are verifiable in every protocol that is building on SPI, right? So that is the whole point that we are doing instead of doing multiple KYCs in multiple protocols. So yeah, so this is also something like we are it is protected route for now. So user is going to enter SuiFlix, and he is just going to make sure that this is the exact dashboard component that SuiVerify might provide to SuiFlix. It's the process is going to be same under the hood. So we have SuiVerify SDK, NPM. We have already published it in NPM, and that exact SuiVerify SDK will be integrated by SuiFlix developers, and under the hood we make the verification process on chain, and it is transparent to the community. So whoever whatever users comes in, he is going to provide his DID, and that exact DID are verified on chain. So how it is verified on chain? So whatever computation that we did off chain to provide the DID to the exact user, the protocol should see that should or must he should make sure that exact user comes in has the SuiVerify DID attached to his exact wallet to make sure that he is 18 plus, right? So that is the whole point of doing the off-chain computation verifiable. So yeah, so the user is going to just connect his slush wallet, and yeah, this is the exact address that you can see, 0xF24, and yeah, 0xF24. Now this is just something like under the hood. SuiVerify SDK is already integrated to this exact SuiFlix dashboard component, right? So when this exact verify edge button gets triggered, we are making sure that we are doing the process off chain, like off chain in the sense we are having an on chain updation as well. So that exact SuiVerify verification happens on chain. So I'll be showing the exact transaction as well. That is such thing. And how this exact flow happened is we do a off-chain attestation, that is we are registering PCS and public key on chain to make sure that whatever signature that we attested for that verification that we did in Nautilus are verifiable, right? So how we are making sure is we are having a enclave contract on chain, and we will be calling a signature verify function and pass the required parameters to it via the SuiVerify SDK, and we are verifying the exact DID that comes into the exact protocol. So this is how a protocol makes sure that makes sure the integrity of their platform, and as well as the protocol makes sure that the exact DID is verifiable and also holded by someone legit, and since it is a SoulBound NFT, can't be transferable, and he also makes sure that that exact user is legit. So this is the whole process of a protocol being involved in SuiVerify. So yeah, then later on the user just clicks on to continue SuiFlix and access the whole dashboard, whole SuiFlix exact protocol. So yeah, this is the process, and under the hood SuiVerify SDK also supports payment payment interactions. Like this exact protocol SuiVerify, like SuiFlix, should pay some amount to SuiVerify for the exact KYC process that we did in SuiVerify, right? So that is something also integrated in SuiVerify SDK, and that is something happens under the hood. I'll be showing the exact package and as well as the verify signature function triggered on chain, how we have verified it right now. Yeah, let's see it. So I'm just duplicating my tab, and this is my exact module package ID, which is related to Enclave. So Enclave makes on-chain attestations with regards to the PCRs and PK public keys, and we'll see what exactly happened when this user logged in via his DID, right? So so you can see this is the recent transaction happened on chain. So this is the verify signature function being called via on a module that we have already deployed. So so this is the exact flow that we have talked about. So how we made sure that the on-chain, the off-chain attestations, the off-chain computation that we did on Nautilus is verifiable is via this metadata that we have talked about. So using this metadata, we can make sure that this exact DID is verified. DID can be verifiable by different protocols or any protocols that comes into SUI. So this is the exact flow of how a protocol can make sure that the DIDs provided by SuiVerify is verifiable, and as well as they can make sure that their exact user, which is something like if a user gets a DID, their data is also secure, and as well as he gets a DID which it is something like he gets one-time DID, and that exact one-time DID can be used all over the protocols which is building on SUI. So this is the protocol entity flow, and next up we'll be seeing the government entity flow. So government or whatever verified entities that comes into SuiVerify, and how exactly the DID that we provide can be verified by the entities like government or whatever entities wants to see the exact data for further or certain compliances. Like there are some times that the data should be revealed, and the DID that we provided can be verified by entities, right? Like especially the government, it should be satisfied. Then only the exact SuiVerify protocol can also sustain, and as well as the integrity between the government and also SuiVerify can be maintained, and also the trust triangle can be satisfied. So there is no problem with user when we just show the data to only government, and obviously we can't access the exact government, we can't access the exact data that the user gives to SuiVerify, because we make sure that we maintain a registry on chain, and that exact registry has only the government addresses stored, and as well as the entities that the user allows to store. That is something they are making sure that it is transparent on chain, and we can't access the data and make sure that it is something like tamperable, right? So that is the exact flow that we'll be seeing next. So this is the SuiVerify SDK that I have talked about. So this is the SDK that the protocols will be integrating, and making sure that the DID is verifiable. So this is the SDK which is live, and we are just upgrading it constantly in our Q1, and Q2 and Q3 also will have some upgrades in this SuiVerify SDK. We'll jump into the next flow, government entity flow. So this is the dashboard, simplistic dashboard that we have right now to demonstrate the capability of SuiVerify with regards to verified entities, right? So at some point that exact DID that we provide should be verified by government authorities, or and as well some users also needs to show their exact document to some other entities, and also it should be something like within some time constraints, and as well as it should be secure as well. We using seal, we can make sure that we have the access control, verifiable, and as well as controlled with regards to the the user itself. Like the user can control their own data that we store in Walrus, right? So that is the whole point here. So I'm just logging in here. So here I'm just going to make sure that the exact recent transaction that we did, right? So this is the address. So if government wants to look up to the 0xF2's document and make sure that the DID that we provided is legit or not, then the government can access the dashboard that we provide and can enter the wallet address and exactly connect their wallet. So it should be, this is the point here. So 0xCC is something we did on chain. We have registered this exact wallet as whitelisted wallet, assuming this is going to be a government whitelisted wallet. So in our initial MVP here, so in the actual flow, your government is going to give their address, and that exact address is going to be whitelisted on chain. And as well as with regards to the verified entities that user wants to allow that document to be seen, that is something we have a separate process. So because it should be something very time constrained, it should be something like very secure. Yeah, we have a different flow for that, but right now we have this exact flow covered here in our Q1. So we also just making sure that the blob ID, right, FQB. Yeah, so yeah, I'll just decrypt this exact document that the user stored. It is something like, assume that I am the government right now and I want to verify the DID that SuiVerify provided to make sure that he is 18 plus. So yeah, using seal we can have the session keys, and for that exact session key available, the government can decrypt how many times the document, right? That is a process here. So I'm just making sure that I'm doing a signature, like I'm making a signature here, saying that I am the exact whitelisted address. So seal will make call to the contract and verify whether this is the exact verified entity that we talk about. So if someone else tries to sign and also tries to fetch the document or decrypt the document, the transaction would fail, and you won't get the decryption keys from the seal, and you can't decrypt the exact document that we have stored on chain, right? So yeah, so here it is. So this is how a user can make sure that the government can make sure that the document is verifiable and yeah, and transparent, right? So this is the exact flow that we have talked about. So yeah, this is the whole process that we have accomplished in our Q1, and yeah, there is a lot to progress in Q2 and upcoming Q3, and yeah, a lot of quarters are coming up. Yeah, let's see in some other time. Thank you.